Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 900 of Geeks in Space. I'm Rob Commander Takamalda, and joining me today on this spectacular, spooktacular Halloween, we have Chris DeBona.
Hello.
And Rob Roseboom.
Hello.
Does anybody have
900?
Oh, 900, yeah.
900, is that what
Yeah,
wow.
900. I titled the episode 00 before I remembered that it was Halloween.
If only Jeff hadn't failed to upload all those videos.
Yeah, although at this point, we've definitely recorded more episodes than he lost.
Yeah, it's kind of something.
Yep, we finally overcome his failure.
Yep, his failure.
I guess there's that.
Bates.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
He really is. I'm disappointed.
No.
So disappointed in him. It has been a hot minute since we gathered together. Chris, you've been traveling.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be traveling again. So it's it's a thing. And then we have the holidays coming up. So
Yeah,
that's
right.
always something.
I get to go on vacation next weekend.
Yeah.
Although the best part about that is that I have to make 34 servings of chili or something. And so I'm going to be like simmering chili all week.
Yeah, I've been making
Here we go.
I've been making samosa and keema samosa like all week. Trying to, because we have people over. You'd be welcome. Christmas Day for snacks and drinks and that sort of thing. And last year we did tamales, and this year samosas.
Yum.
So I'm gonna have to make a lot of samosas ahead of this. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna master this recipe, And I was in East Seattle, and I found an Indian grocery store, which are very hard to find in the Olympics. So yeah, but there's tons of them in Redmond.
Excellent.
It's great. I picked up fenugreek and ajwain seeds.
Yeah, not like here in Jackson, Michigan.
Do you have a lot of
every type of ethnic grocery store you can imagine?
Well,
metropolis.
Maybe in Ann Arbor, maybe in Detroit, right?
Detroit for sure.
If you're willing to drive an hour, you can find anything.
Sure,
yeah, it's true.
I'm actually a little bit wary to see how much Halloween candy my better half bought this year. It's usually just an excuse to buy ludicrous amounts of tiny candy bars.
Mm-hmm.
And then
do you get a lot? I thought you didn't get a lot of kids.
We don't get a lot of kids, but the amount of candy will be eaten. And that's my problem really with this is that however much candy is purchased, I'm going to eat a lot of it. And I usually end up a little sick because it's like for the next week, there's just going to be a giant bowl of candy out.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't resist that.
No.
It's not good. Now,
figure.
Yep. So let's see. The first one we got on the list is SpaceX satellites. They're using a wrong frequency spectrum.
Mm-hmm. So the frequencies they're using are not meant for downlink communications. They're meant for uplink communications. So you can control satellites, and they're of course SpaceX, so they don't care.
Yeah, they do what they want.
Well, we'll use it anyway. Screw those guys. So
whatever. I do what I want.
So
yeah, that's always awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the move fast and break things.
Well, move fast and deorbit things, is their mantra.
Right. I did read an interesting thing about how they have been making changes over the years to make their satellites burn up a little better on re-entry. I didn't post that article, but it was interesting. All the different rules about the sizes and the densities and how it's better to, rather than flying up one big part, you try to split it into two little parts because those two little parts will be more likely to break up. All the rules of re-entry. I never really thought about that stuff before.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kohler has a butt camera. They want to take pictures of your butthole.
Oh, never mind. I thought they had a toilet that was doing this a while ago. Thought we talked about it. Took a picture of your It was a Japanese company.
Yeah, now it's Kohler, man. Now it's American.
Yeah, right on. It's
It,
everywhere now.
is Kohler American? Are they German?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, at least it was. I mean, I think out of Minnesota, maybe.
Yeah. So, yep, they're gonna take a picture of your butt, but it's for medical reasons, so it's okay. It's totally fine.
It's not for like a hot or not sort of situation.
Nope. My favorite part though is that because it is 2025, it comes with a subscription, so you're paying a fee of up to $156 per year to have somebody take pictures of your butt.
I'll do it for $140.
Ooh, wow, that's aggressive.
Per picture or just
no, total the whole package,
the whole thing.
You have to sign up for a 10-year agreement.
Oh, so every poop you take a picture?
Well, at certain times, certain days of the week I come,
Oh, you're gonna take pictures. I thought you were gonna okay. All right, you're just knocking on my door and saying it's time to take your poop.
What's the next story? This is getting kind of gross.
All right. The next one that I have on my list is the AWS smart bed story. I for whatever reason I'm on a different sort order than you. But this is I guess our excuse to talk about the AWS crash from last week.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Yeah, DynamoDB went down and or something, or there was like a miss entry.
Took out all US East.
US East, and it turns out everything's in US East.
Yeah.
So a bunch of things were down, including the grading software platform that U of M uses.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I found
that I thought was hilarious was down. It wasn't Reddit. Reddit was down for a little bit.
I had a bunch of random little odds and ends that weren't working, but I got a text from a relative who I care for, and the text the text was that the internet is down, and I'm like, okay, how are you texting me? Are you using your phone? And it was no, I'm using my iPad over the internet to text you, but the internet is down. So that was pretty cool.
Their view of the internet.
Yes,
sure.
Yes. And what it actually was that they weren't able to make a in-game purchase to like buy gems or something.
This is how I discovered it was down. Fortnite was down.
Yeah.
At first it had a really hard time lobbying, and then you just couldn't play it. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna go to bed. It was like midnight.
No Fortnite for you.
Yep, just go to sleep like a sucker.
Yeah, now you're gonna have to dab in private.
I don't think people dab anymore. I haven't seen dabs in the game in a long time.
Oh no, all right.
Yeah, so.
It's gone to old-fashioned teabagging.
No, we my friend group that plays Fortnite together. He one of the people got the "Never Gonna Give You Up" dance.
Okay.
As our sort of group dance, and
when you buy a dance like that, can you share it like with your squad?
So you can't, but you can. So if somebody is doing a thing and you think it's funny, you basically emote together, and you walk up to them and you hit the E key, and you're doing it together.
So you do what they do,
right? Yeah.
The economics and the social stuff attached to that is so interesting.
It's really interesting. You know who should have a paper about it are those kids in class.
For sure.
They should. I'm sure they write a paper about it.
So
I'm sure they're very experienced in such Fortnite matters. Although in my house right now, it was what was it? The Hollow Knight, the Silk Song.
Nate's kid was going crazy about
that. That's what it was in my house for weeks. And now all of the achievements that are to be earned have been achieved. So now that game is dead to them. So now I guess it's probably back to Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, I never got into Marvel Rivals.
I'll tell you a thing offline. I've played it a little bit, but I'm terrible at it. I can't do.
You only like playing as Miss Marvel, or
It's Squirrel Girl, actually.
Girl, yeah.
But her attack is like ridiculously, stupidly overpowered. And so my children explained to me the meta of all of these characters, like, oh, you chose that, and therefore that means you are the following things. Like, I am a bad player, like things that I would have known about, like WoW. Like my preconceived notions. Oh, you see a rogue, you assume certain things about them when you played WoW.
Was Marvel Rivals down during the AWS crash?
You know, I don't know. My kids were in school.
Oh.
Rob was stuck in his smart bed.
Yeah, I was trapped in my smart bed, my $2,000 smart bed, which
overheating and stuck upright.
What
a wonderful design.
Apparently the failure mode had it go up, which is crazy to me.
That is legitimately insane.
It seems to me, and I know that that I might be unreasonable about such things, but if I lost internet and I was a device like that, I would stop. Like, whatever it is, I stop.
Yeah.
Now I would have probably not coded a system that was dependent upon the internet being up in order to function. Like, I have a lot of smart home stuff in my house. And I really go out of my way to try to get all of it hosted locally on my own, like, Home Assistant and all that. Like, I don't rely on like a third party server for very many things, but there's a few things that you're stuck doing. But like, so my dishwasher connects online. And that's one of those things I really like, having it connected online, I like having it digital, because when the dishwasher finishes, I get the notification and I can go empty it, because sometimes you got to do a couple of loads and you want to keep the timer going. But my laundry machine, I just have it on a smart plug, and I just detect when the wattage falls below a certain threshold, and then I can go change the load of laundry or whatever. And that's fine, and it doesn't require a cloud connection to do it.
Do your machines not have a noise when they're done?
I can't hear either of those noises from my office. I'm usually wearing headphones and whatever. But the idea that you'd have a failure mode. That's dangerous.
This is absolutely some engineer. For whatever reason, this was easier to do.
Yeah.
No one checked. It's asinine that if everything breaks, this gets really hot and goes straight up.
It was vibe coded.
Yeah.
The AI can't fathom the idea that it would never not be connected. If the AI is not connected, then the world has ended.
Right.
Yeah. That whole thing was interesting. And then didn't Azure have like a big downtime a couple of days ago too?
Yeah. No, it was not good. It was, I think, Tuesday. It was, and the gag was, gosh, I guess we were jealous of Amazon. But it was, I mean, it's always awful to see this, because like, there's somebody who's just, so I drove into work on Monday during the AWS crash, and I was like, why, traffic is so easy today. I thought I had gotten a late start, and it was like 8:00. I'm driving down 520, and it was just easy. This is weird. And I texted a friend of mine who works for Amazon, and I thought maybe it was going to be on the ferry. He's like, and he wrote me back like at 3:00. He's like, yeah, I've been pinned to my screen at home all day since 3 in the morning. I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of figured that out, because I got to work and I was like, what was with the traffic? They're like, AWS is down.
So all the Seattle streetlights started blinking randomly, as is their failure state when the cloud goes down.
Yeah, exactly. So
no, they just all go green.
Oh yeah,
every direction.
They turn purple, which is really weird. I didn't even know they had a purple LED, but that's what happens. Let's see. I read an article. I guess I read a few of them that a lot of the AWS thing is just actually ties back to the work from home or work from office, return to office mandates. Apparently, a lot of really good people quit. I wonder if that's true, but
a lot of good people did quit or were laid off. But this was just a run of the mill, what happens when something fails and too many things depend on it thing. It's pretty rare, so it's like, I love the idea of saying, well, I shouldn't have laid that person off, but you know, it's just not that. You know,
I'm sure that there's an element to it, but I'm sure it's never as simple as that.
I mean, I like the idea of a simple world.
My
You know,
my sympathies go out to the dudes that were stuck repairing it, but had nothing to do with it. Like nothing that they did was a part of that system, and they're just purely picking up the pieces that somebody else dropped on the floor. Like that's the worst. Everybody's been there. You know, the shitstorm is going down, and it's not your shitstorm, but you're just trying to help. I mean, man, back in the day, that would just happen once in a while. Like something would go wrong, and everybody's got to get in there to fix it, even though like it would be something dumb, like somebody fat fingered and dropped a table, or committed a chunk of code that had a real obscure bug that showed up and broke a bunch of shit, and all hands on deck.
yeah.
Stressful. My sympathies to everybody who had to work on that.
Right.
We got a story about breathing through your butt,
As you do.
as you do.
Was this a Rob story or a taco story?
It's the butt breathing science goes from ignoble infamy to human reality is the title of it on my screen. It's basically it's I guess the opposite of the rat in the abyss. You're putting oxygen in your butthole and getting to breathe it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been working out for a while. We actually did. I think
Completely reasonable.
they did it with rats before. We did a story about it.
Yep, and this is
If you're in a horrific accident, let's say, and you have a hemothorax, your lungs are collapsed, and they can't inflate them, they can't give you oxygen, you die. But they're working out a way now. They could just put the tube up your butt and keep you respirating. That.
it's cool, man. We've gone from mouse to humans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
I'm not looking forward to the new round of CPAP machines based on this technology, though.
But
so
you want a good night's sleep, though, don't you?
Sure, I guess, but
all right, then put the tube in and shut up.
This is going to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You think my mask makes a lot of noise,
right? The alien face hugger. Although I guess if you just stick the tube up your butt, that could be all like invisible. Like you wouldn't freak out anybody who were to walk in and see you with all your weird apparatus on your face.
I mean, anyone who feels comfortable with seeing a tube going up someone's ass when they sneak into their house, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps.
Yeah, that's a pretty small group of people, probably.
Yep. Don't judge my hobbies. I gotta look. I'm in there to take pictures of your butthole.
You have a job to do.
You're paying me the $75 to do it. The least I can do is help make sure that your butthole is being properly oxygenated.
It's being consistent.
Yeah. We've got another one here about Meta getting busted for downloading pirated adult films, but they just want to make it clear that this was for AI. This wasn't for AI training.
Yeah,
this
was for personal use.
This is just a dude.
This is just whoever they had working down there was just porn freaks.
They did a lot of porn.
They actually do. So the company does a breakdown, and it isn't that much for the amount of people who worked on it. It's only like 2 adult films per person. And it's also interesting to me that they found this through the book lawsuit. Like part of the discovery in that book lawsuit was that they had stolen adult videos in those torrents as well as books. So yeah, this is all from that.
Now, if they are downloading 2 movies per person and they have like thousands of people, then that just basically means that, like, I guess I don't know how many adult films are made. Like, I understand that like porn is created constantly. But like if you were to tell me an adult film, I'm thinking like Vivid Studios or something like that has a release and like a title card. I don't know like how many of those are made, but is it thousands a year or millions? I guess I don't have a sense of scale here. I'm not talking about like camcorder stuff.
Guessing it's not millions, and it probably is at least thousands. So,
but I guess at that point, then if it's thousands, then that means that theoretically they just have it all. Even if it's only 2 movies per employee, right? Because they got like what?
No, the whole number was like 300 or something.
Oh, all right, then that's not so bad.
Maybe it was 3,000. First number for sure was 3.
All right, well, good. The number of digits after that is irrelevant.
It's either 3 or 4. I can't remember now.
Right. Well, that was the last one that I had on my list. We got the mosquito story. This is one of yours, Rob.
Yeah. The story from the guy was kind of interesting because he had never seen a mosquito.
Oh, lucky.
And was like, there's a really weird fly in my house. What the hell is this? And they're like, oh, buddy, we have mosquitoes now. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're a real country.
Yeah.
You're a real boy.
It's like, what is it? There's stuff in Australia that they don't have. Different bugs, right? Invasive species.
Mm-hmm. The zebra mussel.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous, man. I hate mosquitoes. Not enough to move to Iceland, but
well, now they can get malaria. So
wow,
it's come full circle.
Cool.
You know, if they had properly honored the trolls, this wouldn't have happened.
The trolls wouldn't start turning it into Panama.
That's right.
Wow. Let's see. Media. Since we last spoke, Peacemaker finished, and Gen V finished. Both of which I enjoyed quite a bit.
Yeah, me too.
Especially as Peacemaker rolled on. It started a little rough. Let's see.
I saw the new Tron movie.
Oh yeah, so did I.
It wasn't bad.
It is not good.
It is not good.
I was expecting Morbius level bad.
I mean, he tried.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, my God, why do people keep hiring Jared Leto? I mean,
he was a producer. Like, he's been attached to this movie for like a decade.
Oh, it's crazy. It's like, you know, you'd think he would have nailed the whole immature, wooden, doesn't understand the world perspective.
Right?
You know? Right. But it just came across as like an even woodener, you know, robot person, you know?
Somehow even less authentic.
Now, I've listened to the soundtrack a bunch of times since it came out. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm not even like a super huge Nine Inch Nails fan, but I do like the kind of detuned electronica stuff that they're doing. I like the Atticus Finch.
Trent Reznor makes a hell of a soundtrack.
Yeah, he does. You know, I've heard that movie described as like the longest music video you'll ever see. And if you hold it to that level, then yeah, there's a lot of really cool parts with like
no turn down for what,
yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah, there you go. But there is a lot of dialogue about Depeche Mode for some reason. Yeah. I mean, the story's stupid. And I really strongly dislike
some parts of it like that. You're just like, oh my God, that's right.
It's really dumb.
Memory.
It's so really dumb.
Of course it's stupid.
Yeah.
So dumb.
But it's like it's the kind of innocuous dumb that I expect from a 3-star Hollywood blockbuster. That doesn't bother me. Yeah. I'll definitely watch it again when it's on a digital platform, but that'll probably be it. You know, that'll be it's not gonna live on. Like I don't know if I'll probably rewatch the original Tron again at some point. But I don't know that I'll ever rewatch this one. I went on a bit of a horror classic binge. I rewatched Dawn of the Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween.
Wow. Like the opposite of your Oscar watching.
Yeah.
The originals of all those aren't too bad considering what they morph into.
Yeah. So. That's the thing is I watched the first one of all of them.
10, Jason X.
Jason X is awesome.
I mean, Jason X, like, funny.
I also the How Did This Get Made last week was Friday the 13th 8. Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah.
That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, there was a Freddy versus Jason movie, right?
Yep.
There's some bad ones.
There's a lot of bad ones.
There's no Alien versus Predator. That's all I gotta say.
No, that's true. I also watched The Roses, which is Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
If you like those actors, it's just 2 hours of them being charming, like, but shitty. Like the most sparkling disses and like the meanest of insults, but interestingly flowery
It's War of the
worded.
Roses, but like
Yes.
updated, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know, it is what it is. Oh, Reanimator was the other one that I watched in my.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Mr. West.
Yeah. No, no, The Roses is fun. It doesn't. The first half of it is like their relationship is good, and the second half of it is like it gets shittier and shittier and shittier, and it turns into a pretty straight up farce by the end. If you enjoy, Olivia Colman is great. Like she is so funny. But it's difficult because the character does things that are inhumanly stupid at points, like not like absurdly reckless. And so it kind of makes the movie like, I know it's a farce, so I shouldn't care. But it crosses over the line. There's a running thing through it where a character does something that you're just like, really? Okay, this feels like a different movie. But whatever. I also watched Annie Hall because of the Diane Keaton thing. And I watched, I can't find the name of it, Mr. Goodbar, which is another Diane Keaton, like 1970s Diane Keaton classic. It's surprisingly good. It's like her in the dating scene. Looking for Mr. Goodbar is what it's called. She's on the dating scene in 70s New York and bumps into some shitty guys. Richard Gere is in it, and he's like so young. And LeVar Burton is in it for a minute or two. There's some interesting stuff. I watched one called Him, which Rob, that's the football one. Jordan Peele produced. And I don't know. It's not as good as like a really good movie, but it's got a lot of really cool stuff in it. But like it's just a cult movie or like a Satan worshiper kind of movie. And it's really obvious what's going on right away.
Yeah. He put out a couple of good horror movies and then a lot of just kind of mediocre ones for whatever reason.
He's doing a lot of production now, Peele.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Like you made a few Stone Cold classics, produce a bunch of movies for other people, and you know, let's maybe see if anybody else can get something good. I saw lots of other stuff that isn't really worth mentioning. I did watch one called Aline, which is it's a documentary. It's not. It's a. It's
on Netflix right now.
It's Celine Dion is the story, but Aline is the name shift.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, like and like they sing her songs, but it's not her voice. It's like a voice double. And the movie is not good. But the weird thing about it is that they have the same actress play Aline from like age 8 until like age 58. But like they just shrink her like, and they do like for Hobbit shit to make her like look young. But the actress that's playing her is like in her 50s, and they have her like playing a 10-year-old. And so it kind of has this weird thing because Celine Dion famously married her manager who was like 30, 40 years older than her, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty creepy. And this whole movie is like this old manager managing this teenager, like she's 15 and he's managing her career and he's like 50. But because the actress that's playing her is so much older, like it's a weird choice. I don't recommend it, but it's weird that it exists. I also watched the last Conjuring movie.
Yeah.
I'm not into those too much.
No, they fall off pretty quick.
That was all.
It is interesting to look. If you ever have a chance, go and check out those people. Check out online. You can see their museum of haunted items and cursed items and stuff. I like it because famously they're one of the witchcraft books that they have in there that they got from a Satanist is a copy of Unearthed Arcana. Yeah, it's rules on how to be a cavalier and a barbarian in Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
And errata spells. So
you know
that's prominently displayed in their museum of satanic items.
You know, my first ed books, my copy of Unearthed Arcana is in really good condition.
Really?
Yeah, mine
Uh,
too.
Boy, that'll be worth something someday.
Someday.
It is kind of now.
All of
depending
my
on-
other books are like worn out, dog-eared shit, but my Unearthed Arcana, pretty nice.
Yeah, it's the evil probably keeping it good.
Yeah, well, it lives forever, or maybe because it's being stored in, was it the Warrens?
Yep, it's the Warrens.
In the Warrens Museum of Haunted
They were-
Artifacts.
They got famous going to the Amityville Horror and putting it in that murderer's head that he was possessed by demons.
Mm.
And then the whole story started. That is the origin of the Amityville Horror.
Really?
What was the first movie in the Warrens?
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring, that's the first one? Okay. Because then there've been a bunch of...
With Annabelle. Or no, maybe it was... No, it was called The Conjuring.
Okay.
Annabelle was next.
That was the spin-off or whatever. Yeah.
It's just one more case they did.
Gotcha.
They mentioned the case of Annabelle
They
at the very
did.
beginning of the first Conjuring.
They mentioned... They actually show Annabelle in a sort of a cameo.
Oh, and this one again?
Yeah. She's in the museum.
Yep. And she's as opposed to that creepy little doll in the show in the movie, Annabelle is just a Raggedy Ann doll. like a toy plushie. Like if you look at the stuff that's actually in the museum, it's ridiculous. You know?
Ambaloo says the new Frankenstein is good. If you like the novel.
If you like that sort of thing.
I'm looking forward to seeing that one. I like the Del Toro. Although I feel like he's one of those guys that he's kind of, I hesitate to compare him to the George Lucas, but I feel like he needs somebody to tell him no. Like maybe back off just a little bit. You're a little weirder than you need to be.
He's very Burton to me.
Yeah, Tim Burton. That's probably a better comparison.
They make some excellent movies, but sometimes they just need someone to say, that's a little too weird, man.
Yep. Maybe focus in a little bit on the story and the character and a little bit less on just being weird.
Yeah.
But, you know, that was all we had on the list. Does anybody else have any good media recommendations? Anything to catch soon?
No.
All right, then. Chris, put something on the screen that I can screenshot. Because I didn't do that yet. That's my one thing.
Give me a sec.
I forgot to do it. It'll have a safe Halloween. Remember to wear bright reflective colors. There we go. Wear bright reflective colors so that you don't get hit by cars.
Yeah.
And
clean your Kohler butt cam as well.
Yep. If not, I'll come and clean it for you.
I've heard that.
Like on my next route, my next cycle through.
Yeah, and maybe check your furnace filter too. It's that time of year.
It's that time of year. Yeah. All right, gentlemen. I'm going to say goodbye to Rob Roseboom.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to Chris DeBona.
Bye.
Guys, that was episode 900 of Geeks in Space. I was Rob Commander Takamalda, and I will see you all some other time. Bye-bye.